Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to get rid of these old fender flares on my Jeep and put on some nice flat ones. So while we wait for the product to arrive, why don't we start taking these old ones off? If you haven't taken them off before, little heads up, they're a real pain in the booty to get off. But luckily I have, so we shouldn't have any problems today. So stay tuned, guys, if you want to see the new flares get installed. So unfortunately, guys, we can't be out there right now because it is on and off right now. I don't want my new camera to get wet. So until I can get a waterproof setup, I am not going to be filming this outside. But these are my old ones. You can see they are pretty beat up. So I'm excited to put these new ones on. So I'm going to go ahead and we will take these off. But until my new ones get here, hopefully they arrive today like they said they were gonna, otherwise I'll be driving out the flares. But when we get the new ones on, if it's not raining, I will pull it out so you guys could see the full effect of the new ones on. If not, you can check out my Instagram. I will leave that name up on the screen here, and you can go check the photo for how they look completely installed. But now, without further ado, let's get the show on the road and get these old flares off. Okay, guys, so after a little bit of pain and suffering, we finally got these fender flares off. And it actually does look pretty cool with them off. Although I do like the way they look like this. Maybe a set of two fenders in the future if I get a larger tire setup and bigger lift setup. Otherwise, the tube fenders won't look as good. So for right now, I'm going to be very excited to put these new fender flares on because it would definitely help complete my overland look. Although this build is not done, so it would not be complete. But it was quite a pain to get these off. I did not go in depth about what tools to use because I already took off the stock one, so it definitely wasn't stock hardware. But good luck if you decide to take your flares off. So now, let's unbox the new flares. So finally, a day later, my flares have arrived in the mail. So let's do the unboxing. So here we are, we got the flares. They seem pretty cool. I'm excited to put them on. The LED lights and the mountain hardware and the instructions, which is kind of common sense. Let's go ahead and wire up the LEDs. So the hot wire went to the black wire and the ground went to the wire with the yellow on it, but the LEDs are super bright compared to the stock ones. Okay, so I'm super stoked of how this looks. Look how nice that is. I did end up bolting it on before I finished installing the light, which they came with caps, but I taped over anyway. I just gotta tuck up my wires, and it was just a simple screw with a 3/8 nut behind it. It's starting to get a little dark out, but this side is complete. Look how good that looks. Now, all I got left is this one right here, and then I will give you the final walkthrough and show you the signals, and I'll talk about the product a little bit. So stay tuned. This project is not done yet. Be sure not to strip the head of the screw. And voila. Now, since it's getting dark, I won't show you the wiring because I already showed you that on the other side. So I'm going to wire it up and give you the overview. You can see how bright these LEDs are. I really like how these look, but I'm probably going to tint them and the front once my tint arrives. So stay tuned for that in a future video. Guys, the install is finally done. Super excited to show you and give you the walkthrough. It is now daytime because I finished pretty late last night, and I apologize if the video got dark. I did finish doing it with my side lights on, which I will link at the end of this video if you want to check out the lights that I put on the side of my roof rack. But besides that, I am excited to show you the walk around. So don't go anywhere, it's next to come. Alrighty guys, so this is the final result. This is the new flat Fender flares. I'm gonna walk around and show you. I think they look incredible. Now let me turn on these new marker lights that came with them, and I'll show you how those look. Nina, say hi. Say hi, YouTube. Alright, so this is the new marker lights. New turn signals. I think they also look much better than the stock ones. And they were easy 2 wires to wire in. They came with the wire cap, so I just clamped them down, added some electrical tape, and they were good to go. Alrighty guys, so these flat Fender flares are made by Tidal. I bought them on Amazon. They were much cheaper than the Bushwhacker ones, so I'm hoping that they hold up as much as the reviews said they would. They did come with rubber that goes between the Fender flare and the fender. I didn't like how that looked, so I did not put that, but it did come with it. And secondly, it did come with new mounting hardware. The review says it rusts, but we'll see how they hold up. If they do, then I'll figure something out. I'll paint them or replace them. But for my 2 back flares, when I took my old ones off, I had these little things that tapped into the body and bolt right onto there. So for the back ones, I used my old hardware just because it was easier and it just worked better. And for the front, I used the new hardware. So I'll let you guys know over time if they rust or not. But they do seem pretty well made, and I'm very happy with the look of them. They cover the tire just the right amount, but that's going to change once after I do the motor swap. I go with some bigger tires, so stay tuned for that. I am very excited to do that once I get done with the motor swap, which should be happening soon. And secondly, they do fit my overland build. They do give me that aggressive overland look. So I'm very happy with how they came out. And they'll even protect the body if I'm on an overland adventure and there is salt water involved, or just mud that comes up that was by the beach, which has salt water in it, until I can wash it off, which might be a few days. They will certainly protect it much better. But I'm really happy with how they came out. They're definitely up a little higher than the stock ones, so who knows if that will help with any tire clearance. But I will leave the link in the description below for these products and the install. All you need is, once you get those old ones off, of course, which would definitely be a pain. Mine came off easy because I changed them already. But for the new ones, all you need is 3/8 wrench or socket with a ratchet and a screwdriver, and you'll be looking good. Oh, and for the wiring, of course, some wire strippers. But overall, it's a pretty easy install. Definitely changes the look of the Jeep. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and please hit that subscribe button. Till next time, thank you all for watching.